So hey, what's up everybody? My name is SuperXJJ and welcome to another News of the Gods video. Today we're gonna do patch review. Patch reviews. Well, we're gonna do the patch review. I don't know why I was saying it in plural, that makes no sense. Okay, so starting out with Hindu Pantheon Patch Notes Rebirth. That's gonna be the name. So what's new? New neutral cards. We got Lernean Hydra. That's a legendary 6 mana, 5/5 melee. Can only attack 1 damage from a single source. Can only take 1 damage from a single source. Whenever this unit attacks, gains +3. So let's analyze this card. First, it's a legendary, so you can only have one. That's the point of making a card legendary, other than the fact that it's expensive. It's that way you can balance how many cards you can have then in one deck. 6 mana. 6 mana is pretty big. It's what I consider it to be late game. It's not really. It's the last of a mid-range deck. I mean a mid-range game into the start of a late game. That's what I would call 6 mana. It's a 5/5 melee, so 5/5, that's pretty big, and can only take 1 damage from a single source. So this is kind of similar to a Willix. The only difference is that it can only take 1 damage no matter what. It's not like it ignores the full first hit like a Willix does. It only takes 1. So you Annihilation, nah. You Blight, nah. I guess Blight will kill it if it has 3 health, because it turns it into a zombie. Oh, it doesn't. Blight doesn't counter it, even if it has 3 health, because it only takes 1 damage. So that way, Blight doesn't even kill it. Annihilation doesn't kill it. Deicide would. So Deicide wouldn't, because this is not a god. Magma Slam doesn't. The point is that this card is going to be really difficult to remove. The easiest way to remove is going to be silence and hit it with something big, because 5/5 is still pretty big. And for a 6 mana unit, the more I think about it, this card is going to be really annoying to deal with, because this means you can attack and the damage it is going to take back is still going to be 1. Plus, whenever this unit attacks, gains +3. I'm just realizing how good this card is going to be. I'm literally just realizing how good this card is going to be. It's going to be insane. It's going to be massive to deal with. Counters? There isn't. You just got to silence it. You're never going to kill this unit by using spell cards that do damage. Never. You have to silence it, or you're wasting your time. Holy crap. I guess Crippling Curse would be really good, because you Crippling Curse and then you smack it. I guess that's a really good counter. But other than that, bro, whenever this unit attacks, gains +3. It's whenever it attacks. It's not like Armor Behemoth, that when it takes damage. So each time he attacks, so imagine running it with Fatalis, or running it with Sprint. Holy crap. This card is gonna be amazing in a Bellona deck, because you can teleport it around, smack people for 5 damage, or even 8 damage. This card is gonna be really good with Bellona. It's gonna be really annoying. I might even see it used with Zeus and teleport. And Odin with the Fatalis. Okay, that's enough. We've been talking too much about this card. Poisonous Hydra, legendary, 4 mana, 4/4 melee. Adds a poisonous card to your opponent's hand. Okay, so I like this amplification into the game. I like it because it literally makes, okay, poisonous, 2 mana. Your Summoning Stone takes 4 damage if this card is in your hand at the end of your turn. So it's a war cry. That's not added there, but I believe it's a war cry. That's the only thing that makes sense. So you summon it for 4 mana. 4 mana is pretty good. It's a really good early game card. You got a 4/4 melee and adds a points on a card. So this Hey, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. I'm doing a YouTube video, but it's awesome. Either way, your opponent summons it. You get that card in your hand. If you don't waste 2 mana the turn after, let's say it's turn 4. It's turn with mana 5. So you have to drop 2 mana, waste 2 mana, and instead of dropping that Hell or dropping that War Behemoth, you gotta drop that shitty Poison, because you don't want to take 4 damage in your face. And then you can only drop a Soul or a Scotty or Apollo. So I like it. It just makes your opponent waste time, mana, which is really important in the early game. And it leaves a 4/4 melee on the board, which is not bad. 4/4 mana. I'll take it. Not sure if it's gonna be staple in any of the decks, but somebody's gonna find a way to abuse it, because it's still a legendary card. So Hyrus knows something that we don't. Rapacious Satyr. Common 4 mana, 3/3 range. All enemy units played on the same row as Rapacious Satyr takes 2 damage. Satyr Pathfinder, epic, 6 mana, 7/4 melee. Your opponent can only play 1 card per turn. So these 2 cards are insane. I want to talk about the last one first. Satyr Pathfinder, epic, 6 mana. It's a 7/4 melee. 7/4. Okay, it's a huge unit for 6 mana. Your opponent can only play 1 card per turn. So this means if by mana 6, when your opponent drops this, and just remember, it's an epic card. Your opponent can have 2 of them in your deck. If you drop this card, your opponent can only drop 1 card per turn. That means the only way of countering this is gonna be Chaos Pawn, Bludgeon, Dishonorable, Divine Vengeance. But that's not all. Let's imagine I drop Satyr Pathfinder and then I give him a Wind Demon. So now he's a 9/6 unit on the board, a 9/6, which can only be removed by silencing. That's the only way you're gonna deal with that card. So you can literally bait your opponent's silences and then play this card. And by late game, there's nothing that he can do to do 6 damage. Maybe Bludgeon, Rain of Arrows, or Dishonorable, Rain of Arrows. But 6 damage, guys, that's a lot of damage. Unless you can trade into something. Obviously, you can trade for a 7/4 by turn 6. It's not that big, but maybe you don't want to play aggressive with this card. You can just drop in a little corner and play aggressive with everything else. So the only way your opponent is gonna remove a 7/4 unit is by silencing or using one of those big spell cards on 1 unit. You're gonna make sure only 1 unit dies. This card is gonna be great to bait out stuff, especially silences. Okay, Rapacious Satyr, or Satyr. I'm gonna call it Satyr. Common 4 mana, 3/3 range. All enemy units played on the same row as Rapacious Satyr take 2 damage. This card just reminds me of Thoth, man. All enemy units played on the same row. So it's not all enemies on the same row. It's played. So you can play this card. You can play this card on the back of your line. It's a 4 mana 3/3. So it's a Chow Fang. It's pretty easy to remove. And now you can force your opponent to not use this row ever. So for example, you drop it in the middle row, your opponent can never drop anything in the middle row. Or they're gonna take 2 damage. And that's risky. 2 damage is a lot of damage for the early stage of the game. So this doesn't make your opponent not do anything, right? But it's gonna be annoying. It's gonna force your opponent's positioning to be the way you want it to be. And you can play 2 of them. This is a common card. This is extremely cheap. You can have 2 of them. So I'm gonna make a deck for this for new players. This card for new players is gonna be amazing. So I'm definitely gonna make a video about that. As soon as this comes out, I'm gonna make a beginner's video for this. And now everything else is Hindu Pantheon changes, which we're gonna talk about later in another video. I'm gonna make a specific video for Hindu, for only Hindu. But I want to talk about this, that is really important. Reincarnate keyword. When this unit or spell would go to your graveyard, return it to your hand. It loses reincarnate. So reincarnate, you gotta understand this. This is really important. If any of the cards say reincarnate, for example, let's look for something really quick. Echo Blast. Echo Blast is a free 3 mana card that deals 3 damage. It's a gift of money. But now, when you use it, it reincarnates. It goes back into your hand, dude. It goes back into your hand. And now instead of doing 3 damage, it's gonna do 1 damage for 3 mana. That's not that great. Okay. This could be a card that you have it just to have it, because using 3 mana for dealing 1 damage is not good. But this means that for 6 mana you can do 4 damage on 1 unit. It's gonna be something you're gonna use in a really special occasion, like you really need it. Remember, it says deal 3 damage, so you can hit face. You can hit face with this card. You can do 4 damage to face with this card with 6 mana. So there might be an occasion where you need to do 4 damage at something. Another example of reincarnate, Kumbhakarna. He's a rare 4 mana 06. Notice he doesn't have any attack, melee, guard. It has 0 movement. He does not move. Kumbhakarna does not move. But when he reincarnates, you know, your opponent kills this massive 06 unit, kills it. When it comes back to life, it gains 6. And it gains 3 movement. So he's gonna be a +6/+6 unit on the board. He's gonna be huge for only 4 mana. Okay, he's gonna be extremely huge. The only concern I got about this is that if I drop Kumbhakarna, if my opponent drops Kumbhakarna, why would I ever kill it? It doesn't do damage, so why would I kill it? Yeah. There has to be some type of combo that I haven't noticed, but I don't see a point of killing it. Unless, yeah, it's body blocking, sure. But other than that, why would I kill the Kumbhakarna? If it's never gonna hurt me or do anything about it. Anyways, let's see. Generals, spells that can be casted instantly, such as mana potions, now have a confirmed state. This is great. This is so needed. Now I'm not gonna do those mistakes with Blight or Annihilation or using the mana potion by accident. That's not gonna happen anymore, or at least it's gonna happen less likely. Arena level requirement change from 3 to 1. That's perfect, because I know a lot of people love Arena. Ranked requirement change from 10 to 5. I also like it. I mean, there's a lot of new players who just want to grind on ranked, and they can't. And yo, attack increase from 4 to 5. That was very much needed. And an Invigorate mana cost reduced from 3 to 2. Guys, Invigorate is a great card. It's a little underrated and it's really expensive, it's true. But Invigorate is really, really strong. 2 mana is gonna be played a lot more now. Beast decks are gonna be a much better. Beast decks still obviously need something to make it like more competitive and more consistent. But Invigorate is a great card. It's an awesome card. And bug fixes vision issue where units that had charge or Warcry appeared with Warcry twice. Gold cards now always appear on the left of the default card in the collection. Okay. Well, anyways, I'm gonna do the video about Hindu Pantheon later for another video, because I know this is a big patch notes and I want to keep the video not over 30 minutes. But I gave my thoughts on the neutral cards, which are really good. Okay, these are things that you gotta take into consideration. And all of the cards, this card for new players and these 3 cards for all of us or experienced players, these cards are gonna be really amazing, really good. Not sure where Poisonous is gonna fit in, but Lernean Hydra and Satyr Pathfinder, they're gonna be played everywhere. They're gonna remind me a little bit of War Behemoth. Not sure if they're gonna be staples in every single deck like War Behemoth was, but I don't see why I wouldn't play this on Bellona. And I don't see why I wouldn't play this in almost every single deck. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Make sure you subscribe, leave a like if you did. Leave in the comments below what you'd like to hear me talk about next, and I'll have this video uploaded for you tomorrow. I believe I'm gonna upload like 2 videos tomorrow, maybe 3. Plus I gotta make the Spanish versions too. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.